It has come to my attention that I am absolutely flagging on the YouTube video uploads. So, I have the best YouTube video ever. We're going to go over the best teams to the worst teams. Alright, we got our tiers on our left here. At winning the World Championship. Let's go ahead and put that letter I right there. So, pretty obvious tier. They're going to win it all. Only one team will be here. Maybe two if I'm really feeling like two teams are going to win it all. Very likely, possibly, mid, zero chance at all, and then me and my teammates would win, zero BS. So, that being said, I don't know if we should go left to right or maybe start with some of the other teams because to be honest, right now it's looking pretty linear. Like this is probably one of the best teams, and then it just kind of gets worse as it goes down the list. So I'm just gonna kind of pick a team, drag it up, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Starting off with Team Secret. And I have this tab open right here so we can look at the rosters real quick if we need to refresh ourselves. Sad Night KV1. Honestly, Secret is very solid. They're the second seeded South American team, but I do think they're a mid team. Nothing more. Respectfully, of course. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. It is an all black symbol over a black background. But yeah, Team Secret going in the mid category. I think this is Ninjas in Pajamas, this black shuriken looking thing. Let's take a look. Here we go. Astronomic Bems Mata. I actually don't know who Mata is. Is he new? Did he replace someone? I remember Bems and Astronomic. But I'm going to put them in the same tier. Maybe a tier below. Probably the mid tier, though. I think zero chance is too harsh. There's always a chance, but probably the same tier as Secret, right? I think it's pretty fair. Let's go ahead and do Moist next. Where am I putting Moist? Moist is Juicy, Cash, and Joyo. Which, by the way, Joyo, I used to think like back in the Moist days with Vatira and who was it? Vatira and Rise. I thought Joyo was the worst of the three, and to be honest, he might be. However, he is still insane because he's the best on this current Moist roster. Easily the best, and he was impressing me, man. So it's a possibility. Possibility with this team. Joyo has to go huge like always. Cash has to go huge. And Juicy got to go big too if they want a chance at this one. So next we're going to have, I think this is Elevate. Let's take a look real quick. Elevate, Virtuoso, Realize, Kami. Going to go ahead and disrespect them a lot by putting them at zero chance. I don't think this team's going to make it. I'm going to just keep it a real. And we're going to keep going. Twisted Mind, Senzo, SMW, and Venom. I'm actually unfamiliar with Venom. I wonder if he's new to this roster. But we're going to go ahead and put Twisted Minds in mid. They're right in between possibility and mid, but I think mid is a good spot for them. Senzo's pretty goated. They're all good at 3v3, but I think they're like the third best team in the region. Maybe fourth. I think third. So, yeah, mid, good for me. Let's move on to let's go Crew. How about Crew, all right? Jafino drops Brad. Dude, Crew is goated. They're the one seed in South America. I didn't know who Brad was, and I know who Drops and Jafino is, but I didn't know who Brad was until like the recent tournament. And I don't know. Crew is good, bro. Crew is a really good 3v3 team. I'm putting in possibility. Jafino is really goated. Drops is a great 3v3 player, and Brad is also just really good at the game. This is a really good team. Don't sleep on them. I think possibility is a great tier for them. I think they're above all these other teams for sure, but on the same tier as Juicy, or Moist. So I'm happy with that. Game and Gladiators. Let's see what we got for Game and Gladiators. LCT Max. Wow, that's my name. OSM. And coached by Marky Duda. Gonna go ahead and throw them under the bus with a zero chance. So far, no one has entered that me and my teammates would win 0 BS tier, which is looking good so far, because I honestly thought there was one team that's going to make it. There actually might be. I don't know who this infinity symbol is, but let's keep it going. Let's do an NA team. SSG. We got Hoxer, Arsenal, and LJ. This is going to be possibility tier, same as the other two, although like they're just a strong 3v3 team. They don't really have superstars. I wouldn't say LJ is a superstar, but they're just strong 3v3 players. I don't know, bro. That's just my opinion. let's keep it moving. Trying to keep this video as short as possible without going into some crazy in-depth analysis. KCP, let's do an Oceania team. They're number 1 over there with Scrub, Banana Head, and Hunter. I'm putting them in mid. Nothing needs to be said about this. I think they're mid. I think Oceania is the weakest region out of every single region besides the North African one. I think APAC actually APAC might be worse than Oceania. Don't know. Let's keep going though. Team Power. Who's on Team Power? Amphis, Torsos, and Fever. This team is honestly better than KCP in my opinion, but I wouldn't put in possibility. They're gonna go mid again. Let's do a good team. Let's do a. Actually, no. We're gonna keep going bottom to top. What is French class, bro? Valiant acquires French class prior to start of the event. Okay. Wordy, Willow, Sweaty. Okay. Well, Valiant has just made it to the exclusive me and my teammates would win no BS tier, and same as the Infinity logo team. Welcome, welcome. I truly believe if I were to choose 2 teammates from my friends list that we could take these 2 teams. I'm sorry, it is disrespectful, but I think it is the truth. I'm creating a factual tier list. Nothing but the truth and nothing but facts. Okay, let's go on to the other teams that we really care about. Let's start with, let's start with G1. G1, Atomic is goated. Dorito, really good. Oli. This is their newest addition for Mark by 8, I want to say, right? Was there someone in between Mark and Oli? I don't think there was. I think it was just Oli. And I haven't seen that new look G1 since they dropped a Mark, since they didn't make the most recent major. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in. I really want to put them in possibility, but they dropped the Mark, didn't make spring majors, so I kind of want to put them in mid. It's kind of crazy because G1 had something huge going for them, man. So I'm going to go with mid. We're going to do this team next, this X with the little circle around it. Oxygen East. That's Oxygen? Why do they look like that, bro? This team, the classic, they're notorious for no hours, but this team, definitely going in possibility. Raw skill alone, this team is way up there. Way up there. Rule 1, very likely. First, very likely team. You can't see this logo at all, but this is Rule 1. If you don't know who that is, let's go ahead and read the roster. Killers, Ruas, and Mawson. Pretty sure that's how you say that. This is a goated team. They had a really good look. I think they made top 4 in the spring major, maybe even top 3. So they look really strong right now. Best team in their region next to Team Falcons, which we can do next, actually. And if you don't know who Team Falcons is, it's Ahmad, Ocala, TRK. They're really good, but I don't think they're as offensive as Rule 1. I think this Team Falcons is more of a defensive-heavy team, as crazy as that is. Both these teams are really defensive-heavy. But I got to put Falcons in possibility, bro. I don't know. I think I just got a soft spot for MENA region. I think Falcons is better than all 4 of these teams. I think this is a good tier list so far. This is good. Let's go ahead and do G2 next. G2, JNAP Chicago Atomic, a roster as old as time. We're going to put G2 in possibility. They didn't make the spring major, and to be honest, I don't know what G2's future looks like anymore. Last Worlds, they came in 2nd place, but times have changed, man. I don't know if they can keep up. I hope they get top 4. They're one of my favorite teams. Other than that, it just depends on the day for this team. They're consistent, but like, can they be consistently like the best team? Because they're consistent, but I don't know if they're gonna be the best team. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. Complexity, very likely. Easy, very likely tier. They look incredible. KC, very likely. FaZe. Okay, this one might have some people disagreeing. I'm putting FaZe in the possibility tier. Okay, hear me out. Sypical and Mist are wild cards for that team. First Killer, we all know. Don't have to say anything about them. But Sypical and Mist, bro, if they play well, then they automatically move up to this tier. If they don't play well, they can be as low as this tier. So it's crazy when you have two players on a team that's just like, damn, everything revolves around them. So big on possibility tier for me as of where they stand right now, not making the spring major. From what I've seen lately, I think possibility is a very reasonable tier for them. Gen G, very likely. I think it's self-explanatory. They've made every single major. They're looking good right now. They're a strong team, just as strong as any of these other three teams. And you know, Team Falcons is a team in this tier that didn't make the major, and Moist did, and Crew did, and SSG did. So yeah, you might be questioning why they over these three. You got to remember, only one team from MENA, the Middle East, can make the major. And I honestly think if the Middle East got two spots, these two teams, Falcons and Rule 1, I think Falcons wipes every single team in this, besides maybe FaZe and G2. I think they would wipe these four teams. But it depends on the day, stuff like that. I still think they're very consistent. They honestly could go in the possibility tier, no doubt about it. But I still think they can be a very strong team. Very strong team. Okay. And they're the most consistent out of all of these teams. Another thing I wanted to add. All right. BDS, Vitality, and Liquid. We got Liquid in the very likely tier. Okay. Think that makes sense. They're really good. They got great players. They've been so close so many times, and they honestly deserve it. So I can see them winning it all, for sure. Same as BDS. Very likely. I do not want them to see them win back-to-back Worlds. That would be insane, though, if they did. So maybe I do kind of want to see that. But we all know who's winning this shit. Let's keep it a stack. Zen, Alpha 54, and Radosin. They're something else, man. They are very difficult to beat. Complexity showed signs of life against Vitality in that one series. I think it's a good tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, if it's completely garbanzo or if you think it's the best one you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, make sure you like the video, leave a comment what you think, and subscribe for more RL content. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.